This is going to be called Ranting with BEAGS. And I'm going to discuss a topic I think should be talked about a little bit. And I'll give you my point of view on this thing. Need to explain, first of all, that I'm going to tell you what an ELMO is. And I'm not talking about the doll. Okay? An ELMO, to me, is something different than it will be to you folks. My background is in staging, audio, video, and lighting, staging. Okay, I sold audio video equipment. I rented it. I set it up. I ran it. I did all kinds of staging, production work. I worked with tons and tons of audio video equipment. Okay, that was my thing for many years. And then we had a thing in the industry called an ELMO. And a customer will call up and they say, I want to rent an ELMO. Or I want to buy an ELMO. But see, an ELMO was not really an ELMO. An ELMO was a brand. Okay, what they were asking for was a visual presenter, which is this. A visual presenter is a camera mounted on a mount that captures an image of, say, a piece of paper or a picture that you lay down on the table, and then it turns it into a video image and then sends it to whatever source you want, a video recorder or a computer, whatever. However, the first visual presenters were made by a company called ELMO. And from then on, whenever a customer said, I want to rent an ELMO or I want to buy an ELMO, what they meant was, I want to buy or rent a visual presenter. Okay? And in the industry, we knew this. Okay? The customers wouldn't know this. So we would, sell them either, a Samsung brand or a Sony brand or this brand, a widget brand, a ding ding brand or whatever. It didn't matter as long as we were selling them and renting them the proper piece of equipment. They didn't know an ELMO from a wing ding. Okay, they knew what they wanted. They wanted a visual presenter, but they called it an ELMO. And in the industry, we called it ELMO. Now I know this doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to get to the point right now. Tartaria, Tartary, okay, Tartarian, okay, Great Tartary, okay, Lower Tartary, Lesser Tartary, whatever you can call it, okay. This was a country, okay, at one time. You can look on the old maps. This is obvious, okay. If you're in the Mudflood community, you know what I'm talking about. Now, their symbols were the griffin and the owl. That's on their flags, okay. This is Tartary 101, okay. We all know this. However, from my research, and this is my opinion, okay, and remember that we all are under speculation right now. We're all trying to work this out. Nobody's got the answers. I've got a few answers. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the answers. Now, there's a lot of people working out there on this, okay? You know who they are. If you're in this Mudflood community, you know who the researchers are. Okay, we know the big boys, we know the big people, okay, we know the little guys, we know all these guys, and they're all working hard on it, but none of them have got the answers, okay. They got a few, but not the ultimate truths, okay. I don't either, okay. I'm like all of you. I'm like all the rest of these researchers, okay. I'm doing the best I can, trying to figure this thing out, trying to dig this mud out, okay. So my point here is that a lion is an ELMO, okay? And what I mean by that is that in my thinking, a lion is a representation of the old world, the old civilization that was in America and across the world at the time. It's one of many. You got the eagle with that's standing on the ball. You've got the griffin. You've got the owl. Okay, you've got the lion holding balls. Okay, you've got the Phoenician-looking lady. You've got the green man. Okay, these are all symbols from the old world. And I believe from my research that the lion is a symbol of this Tartarian Tartary nation, worldwide civilization. Now, I'm not saying that the lion is the same as the griffin and the owl. What I'm saying is the lion is an ELMO. Okay? And it is a way for me to explain to you, the viewer, that Tartaria, or this grand civilization that we call Tartary, or Tartaria, or Tartarian, was here in America. That was all over the world. You find this lion symbology all over the world. It's everywhere. Every continent, every city. All these old world mudflood cities have this lion everywhere. Now, am I saying that it's the exact symbol of Tartaria? No. I'm saying it's an ELMO. I'm saying if you see that, it's not an American symbol, people. It's not a United States, USA, USA, USA. It's not a symbol of the United States. It's a lion. It is a symbol of the old world. Now, there were many civilizations in the old world that made up this grand worldwide civilization. Okay, Tartaria is just one of them. Okay, there was the Moors, the Ross Empire, as Philip would say. There was probably many more that we will uncover in the coming years. But right now, we have to call Tartaria, okay, the grand civilization that was worldwide. We have to call it Tartaria. It's an ELMO because we don't know what else to call it. Okay, we have to call it something. It's like, why do we call the Mudflood the Mudflood? Because we don't have a better name for the dang thing. We call it Mudflood, and I know what you're talking about, and you know what I'm talking about, okay? If it looked like a cherry pie, we'd call it cherry pie flood, okay? But it don't look like cherry pie flood. It looks like a mud flood, okay? Now, it might be a dirt flood. I don't know. But we call it Mudflood, okay? Mudflood is an ELMO too, okay? Now, if you look up Judeo lion, okay, you're going to get this in a Google search, okay? You just scroll down the page, okay? You're scrolling down. I want you to visually take in what this lion looks like, okay? You're looking at the lion, okay? Yeah, looks like a lion, looks like a lion. Okay, now, let's go and look up Tartary, Tartaria, and Tartarian. And when I scroll through these, you're going to see a difference in what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a Judea line here, okay? A Judea line is a Judea line, okay? That has nothing to do with old world civilization. Judea, okay, was not over here building this grand architecture. We got to use our head, people, okay? So, do I have the answer as to, is a lion a Tartarian symbol? No, but I'm going to call it a Tartarian symbol until I know something better, okay? This is just my way of explaining that this thing, this symbol, does not mean United States, okay? It doesn't mean anything else that has to do with the United States, okay? So you're going to see the symbol all over the place. You're going to see lions with wings, okay? You're going to see griffins with wings, okay? What is a griffin? Think about that. You got a lion with wings, and then you got a griffin with wings, okay? What is a griffin? Okay? It's a morphed critter, okay? We got this morphed critter, but then you got a lion with wings. That, you know, that's like a griffin without the right head. You see what I'm saying? So it's a symbol. All these symbols. See, old world symbols that you see on these buildings. Okay, all these intricate pieces of artwork that you see on these buildings, these statues, these symbols. Okay, they didn't use words; they used symbols. Okay, symbols had meaning. See, we have to, when we want to go to McDonald's, we have to look for the golden arches. Okay, well, when they wanted to go to let's say a government Tartarian building, they'd look for the lion or the griffin or the owl. Okay, I've seen owl. I've got pictures in here of owls with wings spread out. Yes, I know owls have wings, but that is a little bit different when they got them spread out. Okay, it's a different symbol. An owl just sitting there with his wings closed, that's one symbol. An owl with his wings open, that's another symbol. Then you got another one is the double-headed eagle, which is probably a phoenix. Okay, phoenix is a symbol. But anyways, that's my rant. My point is that this is just a way to explain to people that are learning about this what we're talking about and point it out. Okay, is it the absolute truth that a lion is a symbol for Tartaria? No, it's not. It's an ELMO. Okay, now you know what an ELMO is. Now you know what I mean by Tartarian lion. I hope that helps. This is Ranting with BEAGS. Out.
Can't you see I'm easily bothered by persistence? One step from lashing out at you. You want to get under my skin and call yourself a friend. I've got more friends like you. What do I do? Is there no standing anymore? What it takes, who I am, where I've been, belong. You can't be something you're not. Be yourself. By yourself, stay away from me. A lesson learned in life, known from the dawn of time. Read, spend, walk. What did you say? Read.
Say woof again! Say woof again!
I've got one that can see.
This is my kung fu, and it is strong.
See you later.